I went from Unranked to 20,000 RT in one stream using basic. Here's how I did it. Spawning into the game, I noticed that I needed 40 knockdowns to unlock ranked. And so I fought until finally I was able to unlock ranked. Hopping into ranked, I quickly found my first match after clicking the find match button. It matched me with an unranked EPO player. However, I made a grave mistake. The match started off pretty normal, but quickly noticing the ping difference, I noticed that it was 300 ping. I was playing against someone with good ping and I had 300 ping. The match ended in my loss as my first placement game. Going to my second match, I checked to make sure that the ping was good, and the enemy rage quitted. On my third round, I had to fight a Iron Fist player and I had some difficulty, but I was able to beat him. On my fourth round, I was fighting a Hitman player. But the problem is, I forgot to check the ping, and so I was playing at 200 ping. I lost my fourth round. On my fifth placement game, I played against a ghost player. However, they quickly gave up, and so we got our placement rank. Left, we got our rank. 3 wins, 2 losses. We started off at 13,000 RT. Now this is a very low starting point, but we had a 3 out of 5 placement game ratio. And so after a couple of matches, we finally reached 15,000 RT. On the next round, we were able to beat a Kronos player because he was very predictable. But while on the way to 20,000 RT, we had to face like a million Hitman players. And so we faced Hitman again and again until I played against this guy who was completely broken with Hitman since he was a 21k RT Hitman player who was abusing it. And so we lost to him 2 times. We also fought against this low knockdown, high RT Miata player that was probably a smurf. And then after that last incident with Hitman, I decided to dodge most matchups regarding Hitman. But I did fight some Hitman players still, and that resulted most of the time in me losing because of their strategy, in which is running away. After fighting a lot of players that use different styles, we were finally able to win a lot and get to 19,885 RT, which is just one way away from 20,000 RT. And on our final match, we were playing against a Hawk player that started off weak, but he started to cheese the later the game got. But thankfully, we were able to beat him and get to 20,000 RT. I also tried to reach 21,500 RT in this second stream, but unfortunately that didn't go too well and it was frustrating. And as you can see, I am 20,352 RT. And I grinded it in one stream to 20,000 RT using the style basic. Now in this video I will tell you what I learned playing basic, its strength and its weaknesses, as well as footage of the fights, and I'm going to compile them and put them in here. So first of all, what I learned on basic is that it's one of the worst styles, similar to shotgun. It doesn't really have anything special about it, and with styles that are focused on dealing a lot of M1s to you, you really lack in comparison. Because, for example, if you are smash and you are able to dodge like a Hitman player, right, and you're able to PD it, right, perfect dodge it, and you use M2, a good portion of their health will be gone, right? But if you PD using basic, it barely even does like 4 M1s worth of Hitman M1s, right? It's like a very small sliver of health, like right here is your M2 damage as basic. And what I also learned is that you can dodge by reacting to slower styles M1s. Now, which are slower styles? Well, Smash and Hawk, for example, and maybe Slugger, since they're pretty much the same speed. And Smash is actually decent compared to Basic. Basic is fine, but the thing is, it's just really, really weak compared to other styles. The amount of effort that you put into Basic will have more reward if you put it into other styles and more broken styles. Refer to my tier list video. Well, for the pros of Basic, you only really have a decent dash that can be on par with EPOS and Sendos dash, right? And there's really nothing else aside from that. Now for the cons, it has really, really short range, possibly even shorter than Smash, because if you can see the fights, I keep hitting in situations where I should be able to hit them, but I'm not hitting them. It can also just be the recent change or the update, but it's still a thing that it has really short range and it's really miserable. It's also slow, as slow as Smash, and it has bad damage and slow walk speed. It's basically Smash but worse. And I'm pretty sure that they have the same amount of speed. Smash and it has the same amount of speed, but Smash can come back with its own damage, right? But this has actually shit damage. And so you really have to play everything perfectly, or else you just lose. Even against players that are worse than you, as long as they have better damage or better M1s, you're pretty much fighting on the edge every time, which is kind of similar to Smash. But the thing is, Smash actually gives you a fighting chance, and Basic is just really, really sad. Slow walk speed. Now, the walk speed is actually similar to Smash again, but the thing is, everyone can kite you. Well, mostly everyone. But the thing is, there's like 3 million Hitman players. So you can see how that goes. You're obviously not gonna be able to hit them if the range is so short. Now let's talk about the styles, its matchups. It's a skill test against most styles, really. But most of the time you don't really have the advantage because it doesn't have any boost to the stats, right? It's a really weak style. And these ones that I'm gonna talk about, it's really weak against. So it's weak to Hitman, Wolf, Corkscrew, Freedom, and Smash. Now the reason why it's weak to Hitman is because it has really, really short range again. Basic doesn't have enough damage to compensate for like its short range. Wolf, it's really fast and the damage is crazy. The M2 is like, the M2 of Wolf is like 2 M2s for Basic, and the thing is, Wolf's M2 isn't even dodgeable. After you get hit by the first one, you get hit by the second one, almost always guaranteed, depending on how the game goes. And most of the time, you also can't dodge the first Wolf M2, so it doesn't even matter. Corkscrew, because Corkscrew is just mostly a better Smash. If you go toe to toe with M1s, then there's a good chance that you're gonna lose. Freedom, like I said, it has Hitman, it has Smash, and it has that counter style thing, that wind thing. So as long as it has Hitman, which is like a big range, a long range, right? You're almost guaranteed to lose, especially if the enemy tries to sweat and plays very passively. Now, with Freedom, it also has a Smash, and even if the block is weak, you can't really break it because the basic style's damage is really pathetic. It would be a different story with Smash. You could probably still beat Freedom with Smash, but with Basic, you just don't stand a chance. Block breaking it is really, really hard because there's literally no damage. And it's weak to smash, it's self-explanatory. It's a worse smash. Now I'm gonna compile the fights that I've had in the first stream and probably the second stream, so you guys can watch it if you want. And the video ends here, and if you want to keep watching the fights, I will compile them. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.